What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the after credit scene. We are talking predictions for episode 8 of She-Hulk on Disney+. Before we get going, please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications so when we drop new content, you'll be the first one to know about it. And then share this sucker all across the multiverse. We just hit 150 subscribers and we're on our way to 200, but we need your help to do it. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe and share. Now, the predictions this week, I've gone all in. So I will explain why I've done that. I'm either going to be 100% right here or completely and utterly wrong. Usually, I kind of go 50-50 here, and there's only one of them I've gone 50-50 on because we're down to the last 2 episodes. And so it's either going to happen this episode or it's going to happen the next one. However, my reasoning for going all in on this one theory here is twofold. One, it has to do with all the Easter eggs. I've been telling you all series to watch for threads in these Easter eggs. They've been teasing a lot of different things and leading up to a lot of different storylines, and I think they're going to come to a head in episode 8 before we get to some kind of different episode 9. In addition, there was something teased in episode 7 that leads me to believe that that's where they're going, and I don't think they're going to put Daredevil in episode 9 because that's the finale. And we've been told the entire time that this show is all about Jen. So there may be some loose ends to tie up, and there may be some little cameos in there. But I think those cameos are going to be focused on who Jen is and what Jen's doing. And she's going to be the focus of those things rather than making an entire episode about Daredevil being in it. Because Twitter will go crazy the next day saying, did you see Daredevil? And oh, Daredevil this and Daredevil that. And what they really want to do is have a Daredevil episode and build that into the season finale because they can go in a totally different direction or surprise us with something else. The writing up to this point has been really great. I think that's what they're going to do. Having said that, episode 7 teased this Southern California Law Gala. There's a few things in the trailers that we haven't quite seen yet. This is one of them. Jen in She-Hulk form getting out of a limo in this glittery silver gown. We haven't seen that yet. There's a scene of a fancy room with red lights that seems to be some kind of attack, some kind of emergency lighting. Nikki in episode 7 says, you didn't tell me you've been nominated for an award. I think Nikki's going to convince her to go to this gala, and something is going to happen there, either Titania related or because She-Hulk's blood is now in the hands of the intelligentsia or the Hulk King, something is going to happen to either confront Jen with a new version of the Hulk or to try to get rid of Jen so that whoever is in charge of all that has sole custody of the She-Hulk blood and the Hulk blood moving forward. So, but I think this gala is going to happen in episode 8. I think the Hulk King's plan is going to get enabled in episode 8, but I don't think we're going to get a reveal of who that is. I think that's enough of a save for the finale to wrap that up or to figure out who that is. We might find out that somebody else is double crossing Jen. In addition to her boyfriend, that there's been people all around her. It would certainly prove Bruce right. Not that she can't control her anger, but just that you cannot go back to a normal life because you have a target on your back. People are always after you, and you've got to figure out how to balance both of these things. And she's going to have to lean into and become She-Hulk full force. And I think Daredevil is the one to do it. And I think this gala is the thing that really kicks that off. Something happens. She goes after somebody, and Daredevil pops up on the scene to help out with that fight for whatever reason. A lot of the directors and the writers and the different things have said that, interviews have said that Daredevil's only going to pop up in one episode. I think that might be a little bit incorrect. I think Daredevil will pop up in one episode, but maybe Matt Murdock pops up in episode 9, and that's a totally different thing there, and they're kind of, you know, playing off the, well, I didn't say this and I didn't say that. Having said that, I am going all in on it. Daredevil is coming in episode 8. I just don't think they're going to wait till the finale. I think if they go any further and wait, they're going to be like, well, you know when he's going to show up, and he hadn't shown up yet. And he doesn't get time to shine in the show, and it doesn't give the show the due it's needed to put him and a wrap-up all in the finale. I think it's too much. I think it goes against what they've been doing thus far, and I think he's going to pop up here. Now, exactly how he pops up, there's definitely some story beats I'm not quite sure on, and that's what we're about to get into. I think She-Hulk, that Titania is going to try to take out She-Hulk or try to be done with her, try to do something to get her revenge. I don't think she is the end-all, be-all, the terrible villain. I think there's something else going on here, and you're going to find out what some of that is. But I think Titania is going to rear her head here at this gala. It's a perfect place to do it. She's a social media influencer. She's all about that kind of life. I think this is a good place for her to pop up. Now, why she's there, whose bidding she's doing, and what that means for how Daredevil gets involved, those are the beats that I'm missing. But I think these things are coming in this episode and not the next one. Also, we have this Leapfrog character that was teased as a superhero cameo all the way back in episode 4 when he walks out of the fashion studio with a costume on his back. You can see his hair, the back side of him. Is he working with the bad guys? Is he testing and something goes wrong? This might be a B-plot story, and it might be left to episode 9. It may be something else where he's doing something, and Jen has to step in because she's patrolling and being She-Hulk by night, you know. Who knows? Having said that, I think underneath this gala costume here is Jen's supersuit, and I think we get a look at that in episode 8. Particularly, not only because I think it really fits with these storylines, but the trailers that we've seen Daredevil in, she is in that, what looks like a biker suit that's kind of an homage to this swimsuit looking thing here. And if Daredevil's coming in episode 8, then and that's my theory, then I definitely have to throw this in. And it seems to make sense to me. But again, I'm not a writer. I'm just kind of piecing together what I've seen. I got a 50-50 chance of getting it right, so I might as well go all in with what I think is going to happen. And I got a pretty good reason to think it's going to happen. So I've enjoyed the series. I've still enjoyed the quippiness, and I think last episode it hit its stride again better than it did in episodes 4, 5, and 6. Those filler episodes, and they even kind of remarked this is a filler episode with the wedding episode, were good, but nothing really happened. And you got a little bit of story as far as origin was concerned with regard to how does Jen get her suit, how does she get different clothing and things like that. It answered some questions that I'm sure diehard and deep cut fans are going to want the answers to, but nothing that really moved the story along that would say this was a really great show. Individual episodes were great. The characters really cool. Tatiana Maslany does a really great job. And so in that regard, it's fun to watch. It's a fun watch. It's written really well. But they probably could have shortened some of it and stuck to a much more straightforward story, and it been just as good. But the extra beats and the extra content has been enjoyable to watch. Just to know, hey, I'm just going to get something to watch, and I'm going to get some Marvel content this week has been really good. Tell us what you guys think. Tell us if you caught anything that I didn't. Tell me if you've got a different theory, if you think I'm totally completely wrong. If you think I'm on the right track, share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, help us get to 200 subscribers, and check out some of our other content over here. We got over 120 odd videos for you to sink your teeth into. Everything from reviews to Easter eggs to all kinds of other stuff. And as always, guys, when the next one drops, we'll catch you right back here. Later.